Hello and good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sunaina, and here I am doing another reading for the sign of Cancer with regards to their energies for the month of August 2019, guys, Cancerians. Now, with regards to your energies on the table in here at this point in time, it is that in the month of August, you will have to go through some mental conflict, guys. Okay, now this mental conflict is with regards to situations which is coming to you from the outside world, or it could be situations in your own world as well. But whatever the situation is, there is definitely a point in the story here where it clearly tells me, excuse me, that it is for you at this month, in this month of August, at this point, is that you will have to take your rational approach to this kind of a mental conflict because it is going to come to you, guys. Okay, it is going to come to you. Not that you're going to ask for it or you're looking for it or you're waiting for it. No, it is something that the outside world will bring to you with regards to you being a part of their life or their story, where you will have to know basically, it is your judgment call, it is your decision in the month of August as to what you want to do with regards to the situations or situation, guys. Okay, so that is the kind of vibration, that's a frequency, that is the story in here in the month of August 2019 for you, which is why there is an inquiry card for you guys in your light of the oracle deck here, which is the priestess. Now, the query here is, how are you being called to step up and lead? Okay, how would you want to take this mental situation? It's a mental conflict more so because, other people's traumas or other people's situation is definitely going to create an impact or make an impact in your life in the month of August. Because you being a Cancerian, you are person who has a lot of sensitivity in them, and who can actually approach situations with regards to the conflict of the situations in different way. You can approach that situation with your intuition, which is definitely what you have, and that's why the high priestess is coming in here for you, giving you that intuitive power to acknowledge the fact that you can take her wisdom and use it to clear the conflict that could be in your zone in the month of August, or will be in your will be in your zone in the month of August, guys. Okay, so but you have her. Okay, so being a Cancerian, you do have emotions, you do have intuitions, you do have that wisdom, guys. Okay, because emotions and intuition is equals to your wisdom. So that wisdom is what the universe is going to ask you to use in the way that you think is going to work for you, or is going to benefit the others, or it's going to benefit you, or help solve the issue of this conflict, of this mental kind of a conflict that people are, it's more so that people are going to bring to you than you being a part of that. It's like somebody has or is going to treat you like an agony aunt, okay, where their own agonies will come to you and you will be asked or requested to step into that agony and clear that agony for them, if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, so now here you have her, the high priestess or the priestess, which is letting you know, guys, that she's a teacher who is dedicated to the service of freedom and leadership. And that's who you will be in the month of August 2019. So you don't need to have it all together at this moment, but you can take that wisdom to lead through this area of mental conflict, guys, okay? Now, in fact, it helps if you don't do it also. Like, what I mean to say that no one, it's like, what it is that no one is perfect. Even perhaps you are not perfect, Cancer, okay? So no one wants to be a perfect angel who hasn't made any mistakes. So don't think that, if you are stepping into that area as an agony aunt, and you're going to ask, or people are going to ask you for advice and you want to clear it for them. So it's not that you are an angel on this earth and that you cannot make mistakes. So it is what it is. So, but at the same point in time, they are approaching you because they want your help. They want you to resolve that issue, that conflict, the trauma, the pain, the hurt, whatever they are having in their own world, to resolve that through your help and support. But it could be that, just because you have her, it doesn't mean that you will not make a mistake. So if you are tempted to make a mistake, take her help, guys. Take her help, because she's here. And if somebody is coming to you for with a problem, to resolve it for them, so take her help in the right direction, and be the person and be the wise person that you will have to be, and trust that your intuition and emotion will help to set things right for them, guys, okay? So your life will become a message for them. So don't underestimate the power of sharing your story, guys. This is what it is. Don't underestimate that power, because it's by hearing someone else's journey that we feel less alone. Because when we see the other person's area of their own issues, their own problems, you kind of tell yourself that, oh my God, I'm in a much better place. I don't have to go through all that, which the other person is going through at this point in time, okay? So we realize that we are actually in all this thing called life together, because you are kind of going into their life directly or indirectly with your messages to help them resolve their issues through your wisdom and through your message, guys, okay? So that is who you will be in the month of August 2019, because it's like we are the world, okay? It's your problem, it's my problem as well. I'm going to help you to resolve that issue. You're not alone in this fight altogether, and I am here supporting you, giving you the right advice, helping you to understand what is right, what is wrong, what you need to do. But in that entire story, guys, you remember you're not the angel here. So it could be that sometimes, your own desires may come up and you might end up giving wrong advice because you want to fulfill your own desires. So don't do that. When that happens, take her help, guys. Take the help of the high priestess here. Now, over here with this card, it's a message that the difference between a follower and a leader is that a leader has the courage to go first. So you will be the person who will be the leader, and somebody else in the month of August, with your help, will be the follower. You are going to lead the way, guys, okay? So because you have the courage. Now, in stepping out, you shine a light on the path for others to venture forward. You will be the leader here. So don't fret too much about trying to work out who is your tribe, or who are the people who can be your followers. Don't get stuck in age, income, hobbies, or occupation. It could be anybody from any walk of life who will come to you for help, guys, okay? Now, the best way to discover your tribe is to look in the mirror. If you feel called to lead, chances are it is because at some point in your life you longed for someone else to lead you. But now the universe is letting you know, Cancer or Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising, that it is you now. It is you. You will have to take that burden on your shoulder. You will have to work with that burden. You will have to carry that responsibility. And to a certain extent, also be accountable for whatever that is happening in your zone in this month of August 2019. Now, your tribe, they are longing for exactly the same thing as you are, and you will be, and might only be one step behind you because they are kind of like, oh my God, you are the leader. You are the right person. It is what I should have done a long time before. Why didn't I think? But now, in the month of August, they are getting that clarity from you because they feel that you are a part of their tribe. Whether you feel it or not, Cancer, that's a different story, but don't look for it. The fact is that the universe is calling you to lead, irrespective of who your tribe may or may not be, is what your leadership is accounting for in this month. Okay? So, therefore, they are just closely behind you, like even maybe a step or two just behind you to let you know that they are following your leadership qualities in going forward with their life. Okay? And you don't need anyone's permission for that courage, for you to stand up to that. So embrace your struggles through the peak and the hell and the high, guys, okay? You don't need to know the way, just believe that there might be a different one if you're getting stuck helping the other person with whatever regards to whatever problems they have. And if you feel that, that way is not going through or you're not being able to cut through as a leader, you will have parallel solutions to that problem in here. Now, remember with this card in here, ladies and gentlemen, your tribe is waiting for you. So step forward so that they can find you. And this is where you are being called in the month of August 2019, ladies and gentlemen, to go forward, to take this adventure, to move into the right direction, for you to discover, actually, Cancer, that you have so much of power within you, that you really are the leader in whatever area of your life that you will be stepping up to, helping people, understanding their story, knowing that you are not the only person who has gone through hell or high in the past, but there are other people who have been in the same boat as you are. And now, because of your experiences, you have come to the point where the universe is letting you know that you have learned your lessons in the past, Cancer. And because you have learned your lessons, you are now the leader with your experiences and wisdom that you will be able to channelize through you to the others who need your help in the month of August 2019, guys, okay? So that's your major work at this point in time. Now, with regards to your higher self, guys, look here. You have two cards. You have Temptation and you have Stand Your Ground. This is where you use your logic and intuition and emotion. What you want as temptation to be a part of you in the month of August, and what you don't want, because in this deck, the devil is pushing away the temptation, guys, okay? So whatever temptation, being an agony aunt in this month, whatever temptations people are coming up, letting you know, asking you for your advice, but they also want you to solve them, and you are being tempted enough to understand that you are being called to help them. But at the same point, you also need to choose which areas of your life or their life that you want to be a part of. Don't enter everywhere just because you are being asked to lead. So you have to pick and choose in order for you to fight this energy, where you will be able to stand your ground and claim or proclaim what you think is right as a leader for others to follow. So don't fall into the temptation. Push it away if somebody tells you to do something wrong, if somebody asks you for wrong advices which is going to benefit them, and you might be tempted to give them the wrong advice because you're not an angel. You have also learned as human being on this planet what is right and what is wrong. So use that power that you have been given in the month of August to push away the bad things so that you can stand your ground with your own honesty, integrity, and selfless courage that the universe has given you to see above and beyond this world of temptation, guys. Okay? So that is where the mental conflict will happen, because you will have to fight between your own self wisdom vis-a-vis your temptation, guys. Okay, so it's a fight between your wisdom and temptation in the month of August 2019. And your major arcana is the same story, guys. You have temptation again, or the vortex, which is going to pull you, but it is up to you to give a death to whatever situation you think is not right for you, and follow the actual thing that you want to follow with regards to your self-wisdom, with regards to the learning lessons, with regards to you being the angel and the high priestess, because she is sitting right in the middle, letting you know that Cancers, don't make the mistake of going towards situations that will catch you in a different area later on if you do anything wrong. At this point in time, you will be tempted, guys. There will be a lot of temptation in your zone, because you are going through that mental conflict of what I need to end and what I need to avoid. Okay, so avoid in the sense that whatever is coming to you, if that seems wrong to you, you put a death to it. If that seems right to you, you can follow that and be the leader. But at the same time, it is up to you to take care of this energy in here, because Cancers, remember, with this story unfolding for you in the month of August, it tells me that for you there is a major transformation with the death card in here, because now you are kind of going to an area of your life where you don't want anything wrong, either for yourself, or you don't want to do anything wrong for anybody at this point. So you are going through a fertility process yourself, where you will have to know what is going to be wrong and what is going to be right for me, what I need to choose with my power of intuition and understanding and my emotions, and what I don't and no longer require to be a part of my life, guys. So that is where your own transformation, your own fertility is happening in the month of August 2019. So it's an energy, because I'll tell you why this is happening, guys. It's because in the past, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, you were in a different energy of participation. Now, this energy of participation that's coming to you in your zone in the month of August from your past is clearly telling me that in the recent past, you guys did not really take that call, in the sense that you really did not put your feet down to avoid the wrong things, or just to go forward with the right things. In the past energy, you had been a part of your tribe or your circle, and you went around participating with everybody because you felt that you did not have that wisdom or that leadership quality to put your feet down and say a no when it came to the wrongful way of participation in your life, because you did not choose which area of your life you want to be a part of. You kind of were in that frame of mind where you were going around, because you were you did not want to be alone. That could be one. Second could be you wanted to be the angel who did not want to strike a chord of disturbance or discordant stuff with other people. So you were like, right or wrong, good or bad, um, you know, beautiful or ugly, I will still participate in all in all situations because I'm the good person. So it's like the energy is that you did not want to disturb anybody, by claiming your own leadership quality. So you were with the flow of that participation energy where you did not really come to the point in the recent past to say that, hey, look, this participation in this story is not for me because this is not something that I like, or this is not something that I have chosen, or this is not something that I want to choose, guys. Okay. But what you did in the recent past is irrespective of your own hurt, pain, guilt, sorrow, whatever things that may have caused you, or even happiness, or whatever situations that went around, you did not utter a word, Cancer. You just followed your stuff and you said, okay, I'm not going to upset anybody. I don't want to lose anybody. I don't want to be the odd one out. I don't want to create a mess with regards to my circle that I have. So you were in that energy, in that mode where you said that, when you said okay to the good and you said okay to the bad. Okay, it's that kind of an energy where you're coming down now in the month of August to understand that this is not who I am, or this is not who I want to be going forward, because I have my own identity, I have my own wisdom, I have my own learning lessons, and I want to use that in the right way with regards to understanding my own situation and helping people to know who I am at the same point in time, guys. Okay, so this is where you are coming down from into the month of August 2019, where your overall energy is controlled. You are controlling that energy between temptation and standing your ground, because you are in that frame of mind to say to yourself that, listen, this is my area. I'm holding that firmly. If I believe in that situation, if I don't believe, whatever it is, if I believe, yes, I will be a part of your story, but if I see anything wrong, I'm going to walk away. Okay, that's my own internal control I have within myself to switch off when I see anything wrong or any kind of pain or hurt that is coming towards me. I'm going to switch off immediately in order to know that I have to find my own self-worth. I have to find my own self-esteem in order to control whatever situation that is not going to work for me, and for me, guys. Okay, it's all about your self-control, because you are coming to the point of being the leader where people will want to follow you because of your guts, because of your courage, because of your own self-esteem, guys. You're not asking that from anybody else, but you're showing to the world, look how I can control myself in the right way to become the leader, to be a person who has that learning experience, has the wisdom, has that audacity of their own emotions in control, to use them when they want to use them in the rightful way, guys. Okay, so that is where you are sitting in the month of August 2019, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice energy, because it is like it's your own fertility process, guys. Okay, through all this conflict, whatever is going to happen, you are actually in return giving birth to your own self-worth in the month of August 2019. Let's take a clarifier for this control energy in here. Please give me a clarifier for the control. Yeah, you are in that frame of mind or in that energy where you are not going to take anything other than what you believe is the right thing for you and for the other people. Nobody can influence you. It's like nobody can give you stories, nobody can tell you stories, or nobody can pull the wool over your eyes to get their own stuff, you know, in return abusing you, in return abusing you, or abusing your goodness, that you had been as a person in the past. That's where you are taking control, and there is no juggling on that, guys, because you know that in order to bring back balance, because if you don't do that, controlled energy, if you don't have that within you, your own life will be disbalanced again, and you don't want to do that, guys. So you will not be juggling with your own internal understanding of who you are and what you think is right. Nobody can take you for a walk anymore, Cancer. Nobody can take you for a walk anymore. You're coming to the point that, hey, listen, I'm a good person, definitely, but don't use and abuse me. Use me for the right purpose, but don't abuse me. Okay, because I know who I am at this moment. I am the leader. I am the good person. I am the person who is holding the learning lessons and the wisdom to find their own ground, to know what is right for them, to defend the wrong and stand up for the right by pushing away the temptations and putting a dead situation, even when the temptation is pulling me towards a different situation. I have that audacity, I have that power to put an end to that story. And I'm not going to juggle and disbalance my life anymore and allow people to take me for a ride. That is your overall self energy, guys. But I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you with my wisdom, my power. But for that, I'm not going to be abused and misused in the wrong way. That in the past, when I was being a part of the entire story for people, trying to make them happy by participating in their agony, in their grief, in their triumph, whatever the situation was, I'm not going to be doing that anymore. In the sense, in the wrong way, guys, because I know who I am and I have that audacity in me to take care of my own self worth, give birth to my own leadership with that controlled energy of a very wise person, guys. And that's who you are in the month of August 2019, Sun Moon Rising Cancerians. Now, what you are leaving behind is that extra burden of your past hurt, guilt, trauma, whatever that had suffocated you in the past, where people have taken you for a ride, have given you stories which you had believed because you have been, you have been in their zone, participating with their right and their wrong decisions in life. And because of that, you yourself have gone through a lot of hurt, pain, and guilt, guys. And now, because of that control which the universe is giving back to you, Cancer, that is what you are letting go of. You are not going to be used and abused anymore because you know who you are going to be from the month of August and henceforth 2019, ladies and gentlemen. So you are leaving that extra burden of pleasing people, of trying to be a part of their life in every possible direction, while at the same time you were also killing yourself because you were not the happy camper, you were not the happy-go-lucky person doing that load of extra garbage, I would say, or carrying extra emotional garbage because somebody was throwing that over to you, and you were the person who was carrying that garbage, although it could be that you had nothing to do with that garbage. Really, it was not it was not your karma, it was not a part of your karmic evolution, it was not a part of your own story, but you were doing that to participate with people because you felt that if you moved away, that person would be standing alone, carrying that emotional garbage and trying to be that figure of help to them by taking that garbage onto your shoulder. But in the event, you did not realize that it was becoming your own burden. Okay, and that is what in the month of August, ladies and gentlemen, because of situations changing, because of energies changing, you are letting go of that story. It's like, it's not the me, my, mine kind of a thing. No, it's that if you are coming to me for anything, yes, I will help you, but provided you carry your own burden and don't push me to carry your emotional burden. But at the same time, I'm going to have that control to say no to your emotions that you have created or manifested, and you are the sufferer, and I'm not going to be a part of that. But yes, as the high priestess, I'm going to show you the way. I'm going to lead you, and it is up to you to follow me or not follow me. Okay, but I'm not going to carry your load of burden or your load of garbage on my back and kill myself. Okay, let's take a clarifier for the card, the burden. That is your energy because you're getting back that control. You're getting back that self worth, that self understanding, the self pride, the self dignity, not in the wrong way. Please, not in the wrong way. It's not about ego. It's about your understanding of who you are, guys, of who you want to be. Too many cards. Of you, who you want to be going forward, leaving the rest on, what you have been carrying for people more so, not for yourself, guys. And that, because of that, what you had been carrying was coming to you as your own, like you were embodying their karma for no reason. Okay, and that was causing you apathy, that was causing you disconnectedness because you were not able to understand your own wisdom because you were too busy carrying somebody else's load of garbage on your back, guys. Okay, so you had no awakening to your own self-worth. You did not even realize who you are or who you could be because you were embroiled in that area of your life where you were looking at the three cups that is standing empty, but you had no time to look at the fourth cup of your own self-worth, of your own self-wisdom, or your own leadership quality of who you are and what you can be in actual life because you were too busy resolving other people's conflict and carrying their burden on your shoulders, guys. Okay, so that is what you are leaving behind in the month of August because now you are like, yes, I am going to be a part of your story. Yes, I'm going to be a part of your life, but provided you come to me in the right way, carry your own burden, but I will lead you as a leader and you can follow me as a follower to clear that burden, but I'm not going to carry your burden anymore. Okay, that is what your final message is. Now, what you're continuously doing or manifesting is your sharing, okay, which is your wisdom, which is your strength, which is you as a leader with everything that you have. It's like the Nine of Pentacles because you are alone. You are single doing that. Nobody is nobody is beside you at this point in time, but you are lighting the candle for everybody whenever they are coming to you with their own agonies and problem. Okay, you are doing that in a very spiritual way with a lot of passion, with a lot of fire, with a lot of courage, with a lot of guts, with a lot of goodness in you, with a lot of goodness. Yes, come to me. Yes, I will be your leader. Yes, you can follow me. Yes, I will help you to resolve the problem because I can share my learned lessons. I can share my wisdom. I can share my own self-worth that's going to give the other person the courage to follow me or to follow my footsteps, guys. Okay? And that is what you are continuously doing through in the month of August 2019, guys. Let's take a card for this sharing. It's like, I'm going to share only what I think, or when I think is right for me to share, because I'm not going to be a part, like I said, I'm not going to be a part of your evil side. I'm going to believe in who I am. And if you want to follow my footsteps, you better be the person I'm going to be in the month of August. Don't come to me with other situations, with other calamities, and expect me to resolve that. Immediately when that happens, I'm going to move away and I'm going to put an end to that situation, because I don't want to be a part of that entire area of your mess up or your temptation, guys. Okay, so come to me in the right way and I will allow you, I will help you, I will definitely share my wisdom, I will definitely give you a part of my strength as a leader, and you can follow me as you like. Okay, please give me a card for the sharing in here. And yes, and follow me into the new landscape. There you go, the Fool. Okay, I'm going to show you the way. If you want to take my advice, because you have to believe in me, you have to understand who I am. You cannot use and abuse me anymore and leave me like a doormat. But yes, if you want me as a part of your tribe and your team, and if I consider you to be a part of my own self-worth, that I can help you in understanding who you can be, follow me, because I'm going to lead you through the rough patches of your life to start your new venture or to start your new adventure, guys. Okay, because I have that quality in me. I know who I am. Because I am alone, I am single, but I am wise enough to know what I want in my life, the new beginning. And if you want to follow me without that emotional baggage, carrying that emotional baggage and throwing it on my shoulders or blaming me for that, you are not going to find me in your life anymore. But you come to me in the right way, and that is where I will treat you in the right way and allow you to follow me in this beautiful journey of wherever, we have to be at this point. It could be, again, romantically, professionally, personally, psychologically, emotionally, taken in whichever way it resonates with you, Cancer. But that is who you are getting into in the month of August, where you have that ability and that strength that the universe is giving you to lead the way for people who are in trouble, but leading the way in the right direction, sharing your wisdom, knowledge, understanding, strength, courage, guts, determination, whatever that is sitting with you in the month of August 2019. Beautiful card, guys, okay? Beautiful. Because that's who you want to be now, and it's not who you want to be. That's what the universe is allowing you to be. Okay, and that is the reason what is entering your zone in the month of August 2019, and these two beautiful cards of maturity and trust. Because now you know that you have that ability to fly high alone if you have to. You trust yourself so much, Cancer. You have so much of maturity and wisdom in you that if need, you don't need anybody else with you in your life. You have that capability of getting the wings to fly high, and you trust that the universe is allowing you and giving you the permission to move forward. To move forward in whatever area of your life that you want to be successful as a human being, guys. And that is the wisdom, that is the maturity, that is the emotion, that is the sentiment of the High Priestess as a leader, that you can fly high because you know you trust your wings, guys. You trust your intuition. You trust your emotion to that extent that you have that ability to fly so high and allow others to follow you in this journey, because you are the leader. You are going forward. You are not moving backward. You're going forward with your wisdom, with your courage, with your understanding, with your love, with your sentiment, with your determination, with your guts, whatever that you have, you know that you can be the leader to go first and then rest follows you. Okay? And you trust that That is what is happening and entering your zone in the month of August 2019, guys. Let's take a clarifier for the maturity and trust in here. I love this energy, Cancer. I simply adore this energy because you guys are such good people, but yet others have always treated you in a different way. It's not that, they have meant to harm you, don't get me wrong, but you were too naive and too good. And that's why a lot of people have tramped over you, have tramped over your emotions, have never understood you as the person you are, have always used and maybe abused your emotions to a large extent, which is what you are putting an end to completely in the month of August, because your pride, your maturity, your understanding, your strength is that you have that ability to carry your own burden, guys. Okay, you are the king of want. You have that passion. You know how hard you can work only for yourself to bring justice in your own zone, as well as bring justice to people who are going to come with you and be your follower. Okay, and that is where you are in this moment of time in the month of August, that you have that ability to be the leader. Look at me. I'm working so hard. I'm working hard to reach the place I want to be because I believe in myself. I believe in myself that I have that ability, that passion, the determination to be like the king of wands, to bring justice in my own zone by working hard. And if you want to follow my footsteps of doing the same, be my guest. Be my guest to bring justice to whatever situation that is not or has not happened in the rightful way before. Okay, and that is your trust area in life, guys. That is where you know that you have that energy, you have the drive, you have that passion as the king of wands, guys. Okay, you have that fire in your belly, if that is what I would like to say, to show the world that, look, this is how you bring justice, not only to myself that you are doing, but it is also justice. When you come to me, I can lead you towards justice. I can give you that pathway. I can give you that gateway with my energy that I will allow you as the person who has the bigger picture in mind, who can see the bigger picture, overcome the challenges to bring justice back into everybody's life, including myself. And I have the trust, I have that leadership, I have that courage with me in the month of August 2019. Wow, guys. Now, your overall grounding energy this month is you're not telling anybody what you are feeling. You're going through a lot of anxiety because of these changes, guys, because you are fighting with your own self-worth as well, because you are building a new self-worth. Okay, so you are going through that mental conflict, you're going through that trouble area, you're pushing away temptations, you're standing up for your belief, for your right, you are being the leader, you are being the follower. At the same time, whatever is pulling you in the wrong direction, you're ending those situations. So you're going through a lot in the month of August 2019, guys. And that is something only you know. You're not telling people because, as a person, Cancer, let's put it like this, guys, okay? As a person, you, Cancer, you're very emotional. You're very emotional, you're very sensitive. So when other wrong things you see in other people's zone, it's hurting you. It is definitely hurting you because you know that they probably do not deserve what's happening to them. But at the same time, you are keeping that closed area to yourself. You are suffering. You're suffering. You're going through that last bit of exhaustion, suppression of telling the truth of what you actually feel with regards to other people's agony, people who are coming to you for help. But at the same point, because you know that in their past, okay, let's look at it this way, guys, that in their past they have done wrong things. And you know that. And yet you know that in the month of August, you don't have that strength to tell them that entire story. or to let them know what you are feeling because of that situation which has evolved now. But you're keeping that to yourself, and you're going through a lot of pain and guilt because you're kind of suppressing the truth in yourself to let them know that today this is what is happening to you is because of this. And this I had known a long time before is coming to you guys. But you are not telling that. You're keeping that to yourself, although your heart is overflowing with emotions for the other people, for the people who are coming to you with their own garbage or baggage, which you had taken the load of before. Now you're not taking that load anymore. But at the same time, their pain, their hurt, their suffering is also a part of your own internal grief, guys. And that is what it is in the month of August for you, 2019, as an overall self energy or the grounding energy, guys, when you're feeling that it's like suppression. It's like, I want to tell. I want to let the other person know that what an idiot you have been, or what a fool you have been, or what are the wrong things you have done. But yet I cannot tell them because they are going through so much, and I am having to absorb all that in myself, although I want to really let them know the truth about what they have done to bring that situation here. It's like you're dying to let them know the truth. It's letting them know that it was your mistake. It was you who have created the devil in your life. And now you're coming to me for help. And yet I know the entire story, why it has happened, for what is the reason it happened. And yet I'm not being able to tell you because I know that if I tell you, you will be more hurt. You will be more hurt knowing that from me. So I'm putting everything inside of me right now, not letting the world know what I'm going through. And yet I'm absorbing that wisdom of my own strength to keep that as a part of my own understanding, guys. Okay. So let's take a clarifier for the suppression card in here. It's a difficult energy because now, with this energy in here, guys, you are kind of looking for ways to escape through that sorrow, okay? Because you are hoping, you're praying, you are in desperation kind of a mode where you want to kill that energy by coming out of it, by coming out of that painful area of your life. You're looking for ways. It could be a deceit, a little bit of deceit where you're trying to walk away from that temptation of holding on to that kind of an equation of your emotions in here. But at the same time, it's all about very suppressed emotion that you're trying to get rid of, and which in turn is of course giving you issues, guys. That's because you are holding that for the other person who is coming to you because they believe that you have that strength to to lead them the way, to light the candle for them, which you are doing. But at the same time, when you're doing certain good work in your life, guys, you also have to take certain pain in yourself. And that is what you are doing as a grounding. You're feeling bad. You're really feeling bad. And you're looking for ways in yourself, in your grounding energy, to, either like give them directions. This is kind of temptation also, guys, to give them wrong directions, maybe, to make them a little deceitful, but at the same time, that kind of a deceitful energy of helping people is also giving you trouble, guys. You don't want to do that. But it's like that catch-22 situation, ladies and gentlemen, when you're caught in between your own suffering and pain for whatever the situation that is occurring, and you want to escape from that, or you want to help the other person escape from that, but they cannot do it in the rightful way. And yet, at the same time, that is a temptation that is keeping you up in the night of whether I tell them the truth of doing this or I don't tell them that. So you're trying to push that energy of temptation away when it's pulling you towards that resolution of solving that problem. of doing that in a little deceitful way, of leaving that enemy camp behind, of advising them more so because of the internal pain that you are feeling for them. So that kind of a temptation is pulling you towards that direction of letting them know. But as a leader, at the same time, you cannot do it. You cannot give them the wrong advice because you are not the angel, although the part of that angelic being is there in you, but you know that as a human being you have both right and wrong, and that is what you're trying to work with in regards to your grounding energy of of what I need to do in the rightful way and what I don't need to do in the wrong way, guys. Okay, so it's a question of the right and wrong decisions in here that is keeping you awake in the middle of the night throughout the month of August, because it's not more so for you, it's because somebody who is coming to you or situations which is coming to you that you are trying to help them, but at the same time that pain, that suffering of the other person is giving you trouble, where you are falling into the trap of whether I should choose this temptation or whether I should show them the way as to where they can find their own ground, just like me as the leader, with their pride and integrity, with their own understanding and with their own situations in the rightful way. In the right. So it's a question of the right and the wrong as your grounding energy of which is the road that you will allow for them to see through you. Okay, which road do you want them to take following you? But again, whatever road they take will be the road you choose, guys. So if you choose the right way, they will follow you in the right way. If you choose the wrong, they will follow the wrong. So now that is your despair situation. That is where you're hoping and praying that you can take the right call towards this situation, guys. Okay. Now, your challenge area is the understanding. This is where the challenge area is, guys. What is your understanding? The right or the wrong? What do you want to do? Which one is your right road? Which is your wrong road? You're caught in between this right and the wrong because there is temptation, plus at the same time, there is your belief, guys. Okay, so you're caught in between your temptation and you're caught in between your belief of your own understanding in here, guys, in the month of August, which is the right approach to the solution or to this problem in here. Let's take a clarifier for the understanding card. Please give me a clarifier for the understanding. Yeah. See, this is where the problem is, guys. There you go. This is where it is. Now, this is your understanding of whether you should allow that person to sit put in the place carrying their baggage, trying to clear it, but at the same time staying put, or whether you should ask them to move away from here. Okay, that is where you're caught in the conflict with yourself as well, guys. Okay, whether I should carry this other person's burden on my shoulder and try to heal myself through with them at the same point, or whether I should allow myself to float away from that into the calm waters, to leave that mental baggage behind. It's mental energy, guys. It's emotional baggage. Okay, that somebody else has been carrying for a long time, and your understanding now is the difference between the temptation of staying put to face that music or leaving that place to find their own truth. Okay, and that is where again you are getting a little bit caught up in your own understanding of what you need to tell the other person really for them to follow you as the rightful leader into their own journey. And they're trusting you, they're believing in you, they're asking you to help them, to enable them to find their own truth and their own esteem, guys, because they have so much of trust and faith in you that they are actually believing in your philosophy of life, in your guidance that you will be giving them. They have so much of instinct and powerful instinct that they are manifesting in you through their own problems, through their own emotions. But again, you being a person, you're getting caught up with your own understanding of what you need to tell them at this moment, of whether they need to move away from their situation or whether they need to stay here and face that music. And you're getting caught in not knowing what is the right message that you need to deliver to the other person in the month of August, guys. Okay? Yeah, it's a fight. It's a challenge, guys, for sure. But look where you find your support is in the tower. Okay? So for you, Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising, you will find your support in ending the wrong situations for yourself and for the other person, pushing the temptation away and finding the right guidance and the right road towards your success story. Because if you do anything wrong at this moment, Cancer, when other people are believing so much in you, you will not only jeopardize your own self-worth, which the universe is giving you, but in return, you might even jeopardize the other person's belief and trust in you. Okay, so now is the time, Cancer. In the month of August, you will have to call the shots in the right direction by ending other situations, by ending the other peripheral situations that is causing you to go through a motion in life where you are being challenged with your own self trust and understanding to help people in their own journey. So you have to end those situations of emotions. You have to end those situations of extra sentiments of your own superior complex, a superiority complex, to finish those, to find the right way to walk into this journey in the truthful way, which will not only allow you to proceed, but also will allow the followers to follow your footsteps, guys. Okay, so it is now again calling a death and tower. Okay, ending situations that you think is not going. It's not because you want to finish that, but you are doing that because you are finding the right approach to your own self-worth, showing your leadership quality, asking the other person to follow your own integrity in the right direction. But for that, you will also have to end your own confusion of your own understanding in this area of your life in the month of August 2019, guys. You cannot be sitting with any confusion. You will have to end the confusion between what is tempting you and what is right for you, guys. Okay, it is that kind of a game plan in here in the month of August for you, Cancers. Let's take a clarifier for the Thunderbolt. Please give me a clarifier for the Thunderbolt in here. Death and Tower, guys, is a big challenge. Definitely. Temptation and standing your ground is a big challenge as well. So this is a challenge and you're working on that challenge to bring joy in your life, guys. Okay? Choosing your right direction with the 7 of Cups. There you go. Picking up the one that you need to work with in the right way, because you have many options at this moment. You can give them the right guidance. You can give them the wrong guidance. You can tell them whatever you think is right, which is a temptation for you as well. But again, at the same time, you can pick up that cup, which is going to give you or give the other person the notion that you are following the right way, guys. Okay? So you have the options of now choosing what you need to end and with what you need to go forward with, guys. So this is where your energy is, and this is where you will find your support in choosing your right direction towards this area of your life. That is definitely a challenge. You know, you cannot daydream about this anymore. You cannot wait on this. You will have to take action on this, because my spirit is letting you know that in the month of August, guys, you are conditioning yourself. Okay, you are finding back yourself. And this is also a challenge, because right now, what is happening with this card in here, let me tell you, is that this lion that you see in the picture, guys, this lion was brought up in a family of sheep, okay? But then, and this lion used to believe that he has no power and that he is one of the members of the sheep family. But then, one day, one of the sheep took him to a river, excuse me, took him to a river where he saw his own reflection in the water, and he goes like, "Oh, I didn't know I was a lion. I used to always think that I'm a sheep because that's what I saw with my own eyes is a flock of sheep around me. And I used to think that I'm as timid as you. I used to think that I'm as docile as you. I used to think that I have less power than the other ferocious animals in the world, not knowing that I'm the lion myself. I'm the lion myself." So it is like, Cancer. It might be for some of you guys that you might have been brought up in a very protected environment with a very parental kind of figureheads in your life who have always treated you with care, with their own guidance, with their own shelter, with their own protection. So you had never found your own power to fight against all odds in your life. And that is the reason you had been kind of in that mode where you were like, okay, I have to please people because my mother had taught me this, or I have to work with people because my father had shown me that, or my grandfather had taught me this lesson, or my grandparents had made me feel that you have to be a part of the entire tribe, keeping your power aside. You never have to flourish your power, you never have to show your power, you never have to tell people who you are. That kind of a feeling which had kept you trapped. You never have volunteered to express who you are in reality, Cancer, or who you can be when the time comes. But now you're conditioning yourself, and that's where you're finding your spirit back into action. And that's my spirit's advice to you, is condition back yourself to know who you are in the month of August 2019, because you are the leader. You are the person who has got so much of power in their own zone that they themselves have to condition back their own energies to absorb that power that the universe is giving them now from the month of August. So you have to be the lion. You have that power. You have to condition back in order for you to believe who you are, who you truly are, and who you truly can be going forward into the months and into the years, guys. Okay, let's take a clarifier for the conditioning card in here. So it's like somebody is waking you up. The universe is letting you know, hey Cancer, it's time to move away from being the old person you had been sitting with, where people have gone over you, people have used and abused you. But now is the time for them to know that they cannot do it anymore, because you are not the person. You are not in the flock of sheep, or you're not the sheep. You are the lion. You are the lion, guys. And you have that ability. You're bringing back that ability to use your own intelligence to condition yourself, guys. Okay, and you have that ability when that power comes to you to walk in the right direction, to manifest a new beginning, not only with money, not only with power, in every sphere of your life, as well as money, of course, definitely. To give yourself the beginning that you want to by reconditioning and conditioning your own self-worth, because you have so much of power that you alone, you are the one-man army who can take this call when it comes to them, to restart their own future, to begin something that the others can follow, and you are the leader to show them how it can be done, guys. And the outcome for the month of August is the adventure card. You guys are going into this adventure now to discover yourself, Cancer. To discover yourself of who you are and who you can be and what you're worth. You're not worth a penny or 2 pennies. You're worth more than $1 million, guys. Okay? So somebody who comes into your life, They better treat you like the king or the queen, because that's who you are turning out to be, because you are setting foot in the adventure of finding and discovering yourself as the leader who has learned their lesson, who is wise enough to know what it is that they want in their own life, guys. Okay, that's your outcome. Let's take a clarifier for the card of adventure. Please give me a clarifier for the adventure card. So it's you. You're walking into that adventure and you're showing, you're leading the way for others to know that this is the time. This is the time. This is how you do it to manifest your own magic, to get back everything that you rightfully deserve. This is where you're leading the way for your tribe to follow you, to see how you, as the magician, can manifest your own magic. And that is the followers who are going to tread after you, following you closely because of your wisdom, of your learning, of your experience, of your understanding, of your gut, of your determination, of all the power that you are being given by the universe to show as an example of what you are and what you can be by following my footsteps, guys, into the new area of your life. Set foot with me and see magic happens. That's your motto, okay? Be my follower and I'll show you the rightful way for this magic to manifest. But you have to trust and believe that you can follow me in this adventure, because I'm the magician and I will be able to create that magic in you, and you will never ever have any dirt of any magic in your zone. That's your motto, that's your advice, that's your guts, that's your determination, that is your story in the month of August 2019. You are coming out of that area, as I told you, where people have been able to manipulate you, guys. People have been able to manipulate you. Now they are not going to be able to manipulate you anymore, because you are turning yourself. You could be a cruel, a little bit bitter, maybe a little bit manipulative, maybe with regards, because you're not going to allow other people to manipulate you anymore. Okay? Okay, and for that, whatever you need to do to bring back your 10 of cups, your emotions, by not allowing manipulation, or even not, you're not even that you're going to manipulate anybody. It's not that, but you're not even going to allow manipulation, but just because you want to help people to bring back their emotions in the right way, as well as your own emotions, guys, okay? So for which you are keeping away from that manipulation, you're keeping away from that kind of all talk and no action kind of a situation, because you are the leader now. You are showing people how you can walk into the right direction of this new adventure. And these people, if they want their emotions, the 10 of cups, if they want to bring back their happiness, their fulfillment along with you, they are more than welcome to join you in this adventure, but keeping away their own abused self of their own emotional garbage, throwing it away, coming to them clean to enjoy this new magic that you are creating for them or for their benefit in their own life, as well as for you, Cancer. So with this, I end my video, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, enjoy yourself. Goodbye, Khuda Hafiz, Namaste, and see you soon once again.